We have breaking news coming in, and this is after a telephonic conversation that was held between External Affairs Minister Jaishankar and the Foreign Minister of Iran. Now, the Indian government is allowed to meet with the crew of the MSC. There are about 17 Indian crew members on board that ship that was seized by Iran. Iran is now giving permission to the Indian authorities to meet with the crew members. And it is External Affairs Minister who put out a post on X saying that he had spoken with the Iranian FM and he took up the release of the 17 Indian crew members of MSC Aries, discussed the current situation in the region, stressed the importance of avoiding escalation, exercising restraint and returning to diplomacy, and agreed to remain in touch. We have my colleague Aishwarya joining us to get us more on this. Aishwarya, well, Iran is now allowing Indian authorities to meet with the crew. This is a crew of MSC Aries. On board are 17 Indian crew members. This is a ship that has been seized by the Iranian authorities. And this comes after that telephonic conversation, with the External Affairs Minister reaching out to Iran, asking them for the release of these Indian crew members. But there's no word as far as the release is concerned. So far, the authorities are only allowed to meet with the crew members.
Well, certainly very big development coming in as far as the 17 Indians who are stuck at the ship which is detained by Israel and by Iran, and after the telephonic conversation which happened with the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar with the Iranian counterpart, it was requested by the External Affairs Minister that there should be an access, a consular access with the Indians, and they are currently very concerned about their well-being, to which it has been responded by the Iran that the consular access will be given and there would be there could be talks. Of course, the statement clearly reads out over here is that the Indian Foreign Minister expressed concern about the situation of 17 Indian crew members on a detained ship by India and requested assistance from the Islamic Republic in this regard. It is stated and mentioned by the Iranian Foreign Minister that they are following up on the details related to the detained ship, and soon the possibility of representatives of the Indian government meeting with the crew of the mentioned ship will be followed up. So yes, the access will be given as far as the Indian government is concerned. They can reach out to the 17 Indian crew members who had been stuck in that particular ship which was detained earlier by Iran, and that's what also the conversation that happened. Of course, we know that it is Foreign Minister who had spoken to both the Iranian counterpart and Israeli counterpart, and they have stated about the well-being of the Indian diaspora living in both these countries, but especially those people who are stuck in the conflict zone in both the countries. Certainly, it is now the response which is coming in, a big development as far as the access to speak to these Indian crew members who had been detained over there. Of course, the statement has not said about anything about the release, but it has been stated by Iran that yes, they are getting out the details and someone will be there to have direct conversation with India, and that will be another possibility to get them released. Remember, India had been clearly stating that there should be diplomacy and dialogue which should prevail, and there should be de-escalation on the front of violence, and therefore the reason perhaps being very strong ties with both the countries. India currently had asked for de-escalation, and the situation over the conflict should only resolve through dialogues is what India's stand is.
Right. So, Aishwarya, when we talk about the embassies in the region, they are in close contact with the Indian community. Take us through, the travel advisory that's being put out. Of course, people are asked not to travel to the region. Flights have been cancelled. What about the Indian community? Have they managed to, what is the Indian community in the conflicted areas saying?
Well, number one, the Indian government has issued the advisory to avoid going to Israel and Iran, as the airspaces have also been blocked, but they should avoid going to these conflict zones. Number two, it is the Indian embassies in both the countries who are in very close touch with the Indian diaspora living over there. We all know for the fact that 18,000 Indian diaspora lives in Israel and 10,000 Indian diaspora lives in Iran. For the fact of the matter that Iran also gives scholarship schemes to the students of Kashmir, and Kashmiris live in large part of Iran, and it was S. Jaishankar himself who recently visited Iran and had signed several MOUs regarding more building up of dams and projects over there. Being Iran a major part of oil supply to India, this is very important to see that how the laborers and most of the Indian diaspora who used to work in Iran companies live over there. But a strong guideline has also been issued to them that they should avoid going there, or as the airspace is also banned, how India can reach out to those Indian diaspora so that a plan can be prepared to bring back those who are stuck over there. But as far as the information is concerned from both the countries, there is no Indian who had stuck at the conflict zones, but they had been categorically stated by the embassies over there that they should reach out to the Indian embassy both in the Iran and Israel, so that if anyone is stuck, they can reach out to them as soon as possible, and an operation can be planned in and around as well. Indian government is very closely monitoring the situation both in Iran and Israel as what's happening there, but the advisories that had been issued and the suggestions that had been given by the Indian government to both the countries is to de-escalate the violence and to hold talks between both the countries.
Absolutely, Aishwarya, to avoid escalation, exercise restraint and asking for a diplomatic approach instead. Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for joining us.